Someone asked, why is LeBron James becoming less and less liked? Once a superstar beloved by millions, the chosen one worshipped by fans since entering the league, how did he gradually fall from grace, end up with a damaged reputation, and become someone most people love to criticize? Why does LeBron James keep losing people's affection? The logic behind this is both realistic and cruel. The honors LeBron has achieved are absolutely historic in the NBA. 4 championship trophies, 4 finals MVPs, 4 regular season MVPs, and the all-time scoring title, unprecedented and unlikely to be broken. The accolades from his entire career are enough to be recorded in NBA history. Logically speaking, a legendary superstar with such a decorated awesome and elite talent should be respected and admired by everyone. Yet LeBron has sparked even more controversy than the honors he has earned. More and more people dislike him, feel turned against him. And the root of all this starts with the most core issue. Reason 1. Peak Superteam formation shattered the sentiment of loyalty. The label of taking the easy way out is firmly stuck on LeBron. This is also the most fundamental reason that strikes a nerve with old-school fans. LeBron James forming a superteam at his peak completely shattered the NBA's cherished ideal of one man, one city loyalty. Old fans understand. Over so many years of NBA history, what has always moved people most was never the sheer number of championships. It was the deep bond between a star, his team, and his city. It was Michael Jordan staying in Chicago. It was Kobe Bryant growing old in purple and gold with the Lakers. It was Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki giving their entire careers to one city. That kind of commitment is the most precious basketball sentiment in fans' hearts. It is also the most valuable foundation of a legendary superstar. Back when LeBron joined the Cleveland Cavaliers as the hometown hero, that small, quiet city poured all its hope and all its love onto him. Fans waited year after year, dreaming of watching their own chosen son lead the team through every difficulty and bring a championship trophy home to Cleveland, writing a legend for a small market city. In his first 7 seasons, LeBron truly gave it everything he had. He dragged that mediocre Cavaliers team all the way to the finals. But the team's talent was limited. They always came up just short. In the end, he could not complete the mission. A legend like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant would most likely have gritted their teeth and stayed. But LeBron's choice stunned everyone. In the summer of 2010, LeBron staged a live national TV special called The Decision, announcing he was joining the Miami Heat to form a peak superteam with Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh. That move detonated the entire basketball world. Cavaliers fans were heartbroken and furious. They burned his jersey in the streets. They called him a traitor. Old-school fans could not accept it either. A superstar in his absolute prime, refusing to carry his own team, instead running to join other stars to chase rings. If that is not taking a shortcut, what is? At first, some thought maybe this was just a one-time mistake. But as LeBron's career unfolded, from Miami, back to Cleveland, then to the Lakers, almost every championship he won was built on assembling superteams. Compared to those legends who stayed with one team their whole lives, the labels of disloyal and ring chaser are now permanently stuck on LeBron. He can never wash them off. In fans' hearts, a hero is a warrior who stands alone, not a schemer who calculates the easiest path to a championship. Even though he later won titles for Cleveland and for the Lakers, in many fans' eyes, the legitimacy of those championships always feels a bit hollow. This is the deepest root of why LeBron James is so disliked. Reason 2. His playing style is too pragmatic, lacking the lone hero mentality fans crave, and his clutch-time decisions are constantly criticized as passing the buck. Why do people love the NBA so much? Beyond the intense matchups and spectacular plays, fans are obsessed with stars rising to the occasion in desperate moments, carrying the team on their shoulders, turning the tide against all odds. Michael Jordan's last shot. Kobe Bryant taking impossible fadeaways over double teams. That kind of fearless, it is all on me attitude, that is the most moving charm of basketball. That is the heroic image fans truly worship. But LeBron's playing style is completely different. His physical gifts are once in a century. His vision and playmaking ability are all-time elite. But his game is extremely rational, overly obsessed with efficiency. If he can pass to create a better team shot, he absolutely refuses to force a bad shot himself. This is actually his strength. It makes him the most well-rounded player in history. But in the eyes of fans, this rationality looks like cowardice and lack of responsibility. Think about it. Countless times, last few seconds of a close game, the score tight, the outcome hanging by a thread. The crowd and his teammates are all waiting for him to step up and end it. But LeBron often passes the ball to a teammate instead. He thinks this is the most logical choice, proof of his team-first basketball. But fans do not buy it for a second. What fans want is a superstar who rises to the moment. Even if he misses, the courage to bear all the responsibility, not shoving the pressure of a game winner and the blame for a loss onto a teammate. Over time, the reputation of passing the buck in the clutch has been firmly stuck on LeBron. He can never shake it off. Beyond that, LeBron's playing style lacks the aesthetic beauty of Jordan or Kobe. Jordan and Kobe's fadeaway jump shots, their isolation moves were poetry in motion. LeBron's game relies more on overpowering defenders with his body, fast break dunks, drive and kick, missing that graceful one-on-one artistry. Later, as he aged and his stamina declined, coasting on defense, his clutch efficiency dropping, naturally, he could never truly capture fans' hearts the same way, nor earn lasting adoration. Reason 3. Calling himself the GOAT, trying to seize the throne of history's best. This directly triggered a complete collapse of his public approval. LeBron insisting he is the greatest of all time, touching the untouchable altar of Michael Jordan, caused a massive backlash across the internet. In the hearts of most basketball fans, Michael Jordan is the undisputed god of basketball, the eternal GOAT. 6 finals appearances, 6 championships, a perfect 100% winning rate in the finals, 2 three-peats, building a dynasty. With his elite individual ability and on-court dominance, he defined the golden era of the NBA. Jordan's place in history is deeply rooted, almost like an unshakable faith. Now, LeBron's talent is certainly elite. His URSM is objectively impressive. But he has only 4 championships. His finals winning percentage is what it is. And he spent his career moving between multiple teams, never truly building his own dynasty. These are undeniable shortcomings. Yet, whether it is LeBron himself or his fan base, they have persistently pushed the narrative that LeBron is the greatest of all time, even making multiple public statements claiming LeBron is the GOAT. This move directly angered Jordan's massive fan base. It also turned old-school basketball lovers against him collectively. Here is how public opinion works. The harder you try to claim the top spot, the more critical people become. They will not tolerate the slightest flaw. Originally, LeBron was just a great superstar. But by insisting on sitting on an unshakable throne, not only did he fail to secure it, he attracted a storm of criticism. Neutral fans joined the questioning ranks as well. This is a classic case of public opinion backlash. Reason 4. Too much business and scheming. Fans feel he no longer plays pure basketball. We have to admit, LeBron's intelligence and business acumen are absolutely top tier among NBA stars. He has built his own business empire and media machine. But when business calculations completely overshadow the love of basketball itself, fans' discontent builds little by little. Why do fans love a player? They love his pure obsession with basketball, the passion to fight with everything he has for a win. But every move LeBron makes seems too calculating, too shrewd. Whether it was joining the Heat, returning to Cleveland, or heading to the Lakers, each team change precisely balanced his career development with his business interests. It looks less like a basketball decision and more like a carefully planned business move. Even on his teams, he repeatedly involved himself in roster construction, coaching hires, and player trades, blurring the line between player and management. This cheapens the competitive integrity of the sport. What makes fans feel even more conflicted is his inconsistency between words and actions. He says he does not care about stats, yet obsessively chases every record. He preaches team basketball, yet constantly promotes his personal brand. This savvy, calculating nature makes fans feel like LeBron is more of a businessman than a pure basketball player. This split in his persona has slowly drained away the goodwill of neutral fans. Reason 5. Extremely toxic fan culture, driving neutral fans to become haters. This final reason has pushed LeBron's reputation straight into the abyss. The fan base has become fandomized and extreme, forcing ordinary basketball fans to turn against him. Nowadays, the NBA fan community is becoming more and more like a toxic fandom. And as the league's biggest star, the war between LeBron's fans and his haters has reached a boiling point. LeBron's fan base they cannot tolerate any dissenting opinion. If anyone objectively points out a single flaw in LeBron, they are immediately labeled a LeBron hater, sometimes even subjected to endless abuse and attacks. For neutral fans, people who just want to quietly watch a game and have reasonable discussions about players, the moment LeBron's name comes up, they get dragged into a meaningless war of insults. Many neutral fans originally had no bias against LeBron at all. But because they could not stand this toxic fandom culture, they gradually grew turned off toward him. This is the classic case of fans' behavior idol pays the price. At the end of the day, let us not deny LeBron James's greatness. 20-plus years and still playing at a peak level, breaking countless historic records. Still on the court at age 41. That alone deserves applause from every basketball fan. The reason LeBron is becoming less and less liked was never really about him alone. It is about the clash between the values of modern professional basketball that he represents and the traditional basketball we hold dear in our hearts. We cherish loyalty, one man, one city. LeBron chose peak superteams. We love lone heroes hitting game winners. He chose to pass the ball. We seek the pure love of basketball. He chose to run basketball alongside business. LeBron James is the perfect product of the NBA's commercial era, but he lacks that raw passion, that stubborn persistence, that pure obsession of old-school legends. We do not have to agree with his choices. We do not have to like his playing style. But we also cannot deny his greatness. So, why do you think LeBron James is becoming less and less liked? Leave your thoughts in the comments.